Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a really important and honestly a kind of scary topic. Why do so many average Americans find their retirement plans just failing? You work hard your whole life, you follow the rules, you save what you can. You imagine those golden years filled with travel, hobbies, and time with family. But for millions, that dream is turning into a financial nightmare. So, what's going wrong? And more importantly, what can we do about it? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room: rising costs. It's not just your imagination. Everything is getting more expensive. But the big one that really hits retirees hard is healthcare. Even with Medicare, the out-of-pocket costs can be astronomical. We're talking premiums, deductibles, co-pays for doctor visits, and especially prescription drugs. A single unexpected health issue can wipe out a lifetime of savings. It's a huge, unpredictable expense that most people just aren't prepared for. Think about it. The average couple retiring today might need hundreds of thousands of dollars just for healthcare costs throughout their retirement. That is a staggering number that was on most people's radar 20 or 30 years ago when they started planning. The second major hurdle is the disappearance of traditional pensions. Ask your parents or grandparents. Many of them had a pension plan. They worked for a company for 30 years, and in return, they got a guaranteed check every month for the rest of their lives. It was a stable, predictable source of income. But today, pensions are nearly extinct in the private sector. They've been replaced by defined contribution plans like the 401k. And here's the key difference. With a pension, the risk was on the company. With a 401k, all the risk is on you. You have to decide how much to save, how to invest it, and how to make it last. It's a huge shift in responsibility, and frankly, many of us were never taught how to be expert investors. This leads us to the third point: insufficient savings. The math is pretty simple, but it's also brutal. If you don't have a pension, your retirement income comes from Social Security and whatever you've saved. And for most people, Social Security alone is not enough to live on. The average monthly benefit is only around $1,700. Can you live on that? The reality is, life gets in the way of saving. There's always a mortgage, car payments, student loans, and the costs of raising kids. For many families living paycheck to paycheck, putting away 15% of their income for retirement just isn't possible. So people save what they can. Number 4 is a psychological trap: underestimating longevity. But it's a double-edged sword for retirement planning. Many people plan their finances as if they'll live to 80 or 85, but what if you live to 95 or even 100? The risk of outliving your money is very real. And with that longer lifespan comes a higher chance of needing expensive long-term care, like a nursing home or an in-home health aid. This is another massive cost that can completely derail a retirement plan, often costing thousands of dollars a month. So we've got rising healthcare costs. It sounds pretty bleak, doesn't it? But here's the fifth reason, and it's a big one: the lack of financial literacy. We simply aren't taught enough about money in school. We don't learn about compound interest, so they start saving too late. They get scared during a market downturn and sell their investments at the worst possible time, locking in their losses. Or they're too conservative with their investments, and their savings don't grow enough to even keep up with inflation. It's not that people are irresponsible, it's that they haven't been given the tools and knowledge to navigate an increasingly complex financial world. This brings us to another challenge: overwhelming debt. It's not just young people with student loans. More and more Americans are carrying significant debt into their retirement years. This could be mortgage debt, credit card debt, or even student loans they co-signed for their children. When you're retired and on a fixed income, every dollar that goes toward paying off old debt is a dollar that can be used for food, medicine, or housing. It's like trying to run a marathon with weights tied to your ankles. It makes an already difficult journey nearly impossible. Starting retirement with a clean slate, financially speaking, is a huge advantage that fewer and fewer people have. And finally, let's talk about timing. The seventh reason retirement fails is often due to an unplanned early exit from the workforce. You might have a perfect plan to work until you reach 67, but what if you get laid off at 62 and can't find another job? What if a health issue forces you to stop working earlier than you expected? Or maybe you have to leave your job to care for an aging parent or a sick spouse. When this happens, it's a triple whammy. First, you lose several years of prime earning and saving power. Second, you have to start drawing down your retirement accounts earlier than planned, giving them less time to grow. And third, if you claim Social Security early, your monthly benefit is permanently reduced. An unexpected early retirement can blow up even the most carefully crafted plan. So what's the takeaway here? Is it all doom and gloom? Oh, absolutely not. The purpose of this video isn't to scare you, it's to empower you. Understanding these pitfalls is the first step to avoiding them. It's a wake-up call. We need to be realistic about healthcare costs. We have to take ownership of our 401 kiloseconds in savings plans and educate ourselves. We need to save aggressively, as much as we can, as early as we can. We have to plan for a long life and consider the possibility of long-term care. And most importantly, we need to create a plan that has some flexibility, some buffer for the unexpected. Start by creating a detailed budget and tracking your spending. Automate your savings so you're paying yourself first. Take full advantage of any employer match on your 401k. That's free money. Educate yourself. Read books. Listen to podcasts. Watch videos like this one. If you feel overwhelmed, consider talking to a certified financial planner. It's not just for the wealthy. A good advisor can help you navigate these challenges and create a realistic roadmap. The old model of retirement is broken. We can't rely on the systems of the past to secure our future. We have to be proactive, informed, and diligent. It's your future, and it's worth fighting for. Thanks so much for watching. I know this was a heavy topic, but it's a conversation we need to have. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content that helps you take control of your financial life. Drop a comment below and let me know your biggest retirement concern. Let's learn from each other. See you in the next video.